Welcome back, my friends. Merlin here, and today we're going to be covering a new deck that I've made for the recent release of Ikoria, the Lair of the Behemoths. Now, this deck is called my Mardu Knights, and it uses just kind of mostly knights, but there are some warriors thrown in there, like Binota, Joiner of Forces. Now, the reason she's in there is due to the fact that she is a strong presence on the battlefield, along with Mythos of Snapdax. I can also use cards like Inspiring Veteran, Gideon Blackblade, Taranika Crone Veteran. There's also Bastion of Remembrance, so that if my creatures should die, my opponent's at least losing a life point for it, and I'm gaining a life point. So most of my cards do create tokens or counters in some way, shape, or form. Like Worthy Knight. Every time a knight enters the battlefield, I get a 1/1 white human. I have Venerable Knight. If it dies, a knight I control gets +1/+1. Knight of the Ebon Legion. If my opponent loses 4 life, he gets a +1/+1 counter. Plus, I can pay 3 mana, one of which has to be black, and he gets +3/+3. Then there's Fervent Champion, first strike and haste, and whenever he attacks with another knight, I can choose a knight card other than him, and that knight gets +1/+1 or +1/+0. There's Youthful Knight. It's a 2/1 first strike. Lava Coil for creature control. Inspiring Veteran gives other knights +1/+1. Gideon Blackblade can give another creature vigilance, lifelink, or indestructible until end of turn. Taranika gives whenever she attacks, she can raise the base power and toughness of a creature to 4/4 and give it indestructible. And Skewer the Critics for more creature control, Slaying Fire for more creature control, Elspeth Sun's Nemesis for more 1/1s. Mythos of Snapdax, because I'm running Mardu, allows me to use abilities like, or not abilities, but allows me to choose whether my opponent gets to keep, or what artifacts, creature enchantments, and planeswalkers my opponent gets to keep after this is played. They get one of each, and I get one of each. And then there's Ember Cleave, Finale of Glory, and I'm actually thinking on adding in Mothra, just because that way, if a creature does die and it didn't have flying, it comes back with flying. Whenever a creature you control without flying dies, return to the battlefield under its owner's control with a flying counter. And we're actually going to take out Wynota, because in order to use her, whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, all my creatures are human. So we're going to take out Joiner of Forces, and we're going to put in little Miss Broodmoth. Alright. So let's begin. We're going to be doing some standard ranked play, and we're going to use Mardu Knights. Now, the main goal of this deck is to get Worthy Knight out first, if I can, and I'm thinking about using one of my rare wild cards to craft my 4th and final Worthy Knight. And then once I have that knight, or once I have Worthy Knight covered, speaking of which, I can start playing my other knights like Fervent Champion, Inspiring Veteran, using Lava Coil to kind of cover my forces a little bit. And we're going to mulligan down. That's better. See, we got Venerable Knights and we got Worthy Knights. So we're going to actually get rid of Elspeth. And this is actually a good hand, because I can drop Sacred Foundry, and I can play Plains and start shooting out little knights. Okay, so we are going to pay, and normally I would wait, but I'm going to get some threat on the board now, because he's not going to block me, just due to the fact that he will die if he does, because of the first strike. Or maybe he is going to block. Well, while the wily one decides, there we go. Now, on my next turn, I can drop Worthy Knight. And then I'll drop a second Worthy Knight, which will trigger the first. And then I just start building my forces up quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now, odds are I'm going to start seeing cards like a Johnny's Pride Mate. Ooh. Forbidden Friendship. Create a 1/1 red dino creature with haste and a 1/1 human soldier token. Alright, so we're going to drop that. Out comes Worthy Knight. Fervent Champion will swing. Now, whether he blocks or not is the question. Nope. Okay, then. And then, like I said, on my next move, I'll drop this Plains. I'll throw out the Worthy Knight, which will trigger this. And then I'll drop Venerable Knight, which will trigger both. And then we'll see who's really a good token master here. Because I'm kind of shocked to see his deck only producing cards like Healer Hawk. Ah, there's something I was expecting. Now, if he swings, one of his weaker creatures will get a +1/+1. And I'm not going to waste a Worthy Knight on him. Alright, give your mentor. Okay. As much as I don't... Yeah, I will just block the Dino. Ow. That's okay, though. Because we're going to drop Plains. Worthy Knight. Worthy Knight triggers that. Venerable Knight. And there you go. And no attacks. Now, I have the blocks. So for him to swing would be pretty foolish at this point. I mean, he could swing above me. And I can just start sending my forces out to pretty much obliterate his life points. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each charge counter on Mace of the Valiant. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a charge counter. Okay. That's actually not that bad of a card. I should probably run that in my Knight deck. But the next card I'm probably going to drop is going to be thnx. Because when she swings, I get to untap one of my creatures that's swinging and give it 4/4 and indestructible. So I could take one of these tokens and turn them into a 4/4. Or I could even turn Fervent Champion into a 4/4 first strike. Come on, you know you want to swing. He does know, though, if he swings with Tajik Legion's Edge, it's done. Now, unfortunately, I can't blow up Tajik Legion's Edge in the more traditional sense, because of its ability to prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to, other creatures you control. Okay, so I could blow him up, I just can't blow these guys up. What I could really use right now is a Lava Coil. Nope, but a Mountain will do. Alright, so we're going to cast thnx. We're going to summon Venerable Knight, which will shoot out 2 more. Swing, swing, and swing, swing, swing. Alright. So, Venerable Knight's going to become a 3/1, which he'll probably block with the Human Soldier, which is fine. And then these 1/1s will probably run into Healer's Hawk and Tajik Legion's Edge. And this way I leave my Worthy Knights untouched and still able to protect me. And if he does think about swinging, I have cards like thnx to protect me. I have 2 1/1 tokens to throw in front of him. I'll have another Venerable Knight. Okay, so he's going to block there. Come on. Okay, block there. Kind of expected. And probably a block there. Unless, of course, he runs out of time to declare his blockers. And there we go. Okay. There we go. He still has creatures. I still have blockers. Now, as you can see, the deck works pretty well, especially when I get 2 Worthy Knights in play. Then I'm shitting out 2 1/1 soldiers versus shooting out, you know, just the 1. Now, he's kind of hesitating on swinging with his thnx, which would be his main offense. I mean, he could swing at me with Healer's Hawk, but as soon as I can get a Lava Coil into play, I am blowing up some of these troublesome cards. What I really need is my Hope card, but I don't have it in this deck, unfortunately. Alright, that pumps them. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to swing this, and all these guys. And we're going to pick one of the 1/1s. So there you go. Even more offensive capabilities. Just based on that, because we got 3 here, 3/2, 3/2, and a 4/4. She's got indestructible, which is nice. So he'll probably have to send his thnx, or he'll have to send all of his little human soldiers. Oh, nope, he is sending thnx. All right, then. So without thnx, his other creatures can be burned. Okay, Healer Hawk. And are you going to go after my Venerable Knights? Okay, there we go. And just like that, he's down to 9, I'm at 10. And I have more creatures to swing with. I still have my Venerable Knights. I'm going to start sending out my Worthy Knights because he doesn't have the creature power to stop me. I mean, he can gain life off from this. He can gain life off from that. But let's see. So we got 6 damage here. 2, 4, 5. So that's 11. 17 and 18. So if he swings at me, that does... Oh, it does have Vigilance. All right, then. If he gains... There we go. All right. So... we're going to say GG. And we're going to swing. We're going to leave 2 of these guys as blockers. And everyone else is going to swing. I don't need them all to get through. I just need to do 6 damage total. And I might blow up his Healer's Hawk. Okay. So he would gain 4 life off from that. I know Slaying Fire isn't going to be enough. And unless he spreads his creatures out, it is highly unlikely that he is going to walk away from this, you know, without being pretty much at, yeah. He will have at least 4 life off from Healer's Hawk. Okay, block there. Come on, gotta block more. There you go. Alright, that creature dies. That creature dies. Alright, blockers assigned. We're going to blow up Healer's Hawk. That way, I may be losing a Worthy Knight. But I'm the only one with creatures still standing. And I can work with that. Now, due to the fact that I just lost a Worthy Knight, there's only 1 left in the deck. But there's still plenty of other hat tricks in there. Like there's Skewer the Critics. There's also my Elspeth and my Gideon. Oh, a Boros Challenger, huh? And you don't have lifelink, so I'm okay with that. But that is a nice card. I might have to build a Boros deck off from that, just for the giggles. Okay, Legion War Boss. He'll have to Okay, so this he could swing with. And sure, I'll trade with you. Block. My move. And we're just going to swing out with everybody. Actually, yeah, we're going to swing out with these guys. Swing, swing. And I might blow up whichever one of his creatures blocks my Inspiring Veteran, but we'll see. And I'm pretty sure I've got lethal damage off from this. Come on. He'll probably throw his Legion War Boss. Oh, nope. Going for the big ones. Okay, then. And +1 counters. All assigned. And there you go. GG. So it took me getting down to 10 life, but yeah. Once I got there, I held the line. My deck did really well. I'm kind of shocked. It's kind of a bit of a hodgepodge. But all in all, I'd say it's not too bad. Oh, and that leaves me only 25 XP away from that mastery. So let's take another look at the deck real quick. So we have 2 Venerable Knights, 3 Knight of the Ebon Legion, 3 Fervent Champions, 3 Worthy Knight, 2 Youthful Knights, 4 Lava Coil, 4 Inspiring Veterans, 2 Gideon, 2 Terranica, 3 Bastion of Remembrance, 3 Skewer the Critics, 3 Slaying Fire, 1 Elspeth, Sun's Nemesis, 1 Luminous Brood Moth, aka Mothra, 2 Mythos of Snapdax, 1 Embercleave, 1 Finale of Glory, and this deck runs 4 plains, 3 swamps, 4 mountains, 4 Godless Shrine, 2 Blood Crypt, and 3 Sacred Foundries. So, if you guys like the videos I'm doing, hit the sub button. You can come check me out on Twitch. My schedule will be towards the bottom on that little widget there. You can also hit me up on AetherHub. Come check me out. Go Team AetherHub. Check me out there. I have a ton of decks listed there. I also have a panel on my Twitch channel that has a ton of my decks on it. And as always, guys, you guys rock. Give me a follow, or not a follow, but give me a like, and hit me up with a comment in the video, or hit me up with a comment in the comment section below. And I will see you guys next time.